in the go-go community, and he says he's a part of the go-go community. I don't think so. I think so. Probably him or somebody from his camp, because the last commercial that I said, I asked everybody to stop what they're doing at that time, and it really hit. I think it really hit home.
Are these commercials that are paid for by the Fenty, or these real commercials?
He's paid for by Fenty Campaign.
So why would he just buying airtime on your show?
No, it's not even on my show. It's ran on Russ Park, Easy Street. It's ran on the Q&A. It's ran on Jeannie Jones show. It's
radio and TV ads.
Something doesn't make sense if you be fired for those ads such as like Fenty.
That's the point. That's the point we're trying to get to. Why would they come to me and say I am indefinitely suspended for endorsing Mayor Fenty? And if Mayor Fenty loses on the 14th, I could come back to work. Do you think that's right?
Sound like they endorsing the candidate.
Wait, are you fired or are you?
What would you say? What'd you say?
I would say you're definitely suspended. So you said you had a family. You have what, a wife and children?
Yes, I can't even put the hands on. I take care of my nieces, nephews, because all of my brothers and sisters are deceased. So I have a large family.
Are you married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have 5 kids.
You have that.
They range from 11 on up.
You have proof that these accusations?
Will have proof?
Yeah.
There's more things to come out.
Who actually gave, who did you hear from at KYS or Radio 1 that told you this? What's their
Nick.
What's her last name? You know your boss's last name?
House.
what exactly did you say to you as far as why this happened?
That I'm indefinitely suspended from Radio 1 until the primaries are over.
Being as though you're a public servant, don't you think you deserve the right to have freedom of speech?
I think so.
I want to say something too. What's being left out is Kathy Hughes is an icon in the city, somebody who we love and respect. We love her, and she's done a lot for our city. But one thing that we don't understand is, how is it that she has reality radio where she tells people who to vote for, all right, against Connors and them, and then she comes back and tells a guy that they can't do a commercial? I think we have a contradiction here. I think that we have people taking sides with a candidate, and hold on, let me finish. I think we have people taking sides with a candidate, and this is not fair. They doing exactly what they.
You know, you hold in their microphone and you got your back.
They doing exactly what they're accusing him of doing. They're fighting for Vince Gray. It's evident that they're fighting for Vince Gray.
So Kathy Hughes, in your opinion, is a Vince Gray supporter. Radio 1 has given campaign contributions to both Fenty and Gray campaigns. Why should we, I mean, what is the evidence that Kathy Hughes is?
I know people giving contributions to both campaigns and in Vince Gray camp or in the Mertens camp. That's just part of politics. You always do that because you don't know who's going to win.
But what about Kathy Hughes is giving you an impression that she's a Vince Gray supporter?
Well, like I said, for the commercials to run for 3 months and nobody say anything, and then 2 weeks before a tight election, even with the polls say, when we go on the streets, we see signs on Alabama Avenue now. 3 weeks ago, you didn't see signs on Alabama Avenue. All over the city, in the African American community, where you did not see Adrian Fenty signs, you are seeing them now. And a lot of it has something to do with the go-go community, with the events that have been going on in the community, and educating people about the facts. Every time you can follow us right now, and we can pick any community that you want to go into, and we can talk about the facts, and people's minds are changed right away. Yesterday, in Lincoln Heights, the same thing happened. Gray signs went down out of people. They didn't know. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. The problem that Adrian Fenty has is that people did not know what he's done, and they don't know who Vince Gray is.
When you say it's ironic that they went after the Pizzaholics and now they're going after Mr. Glover?
I agree with you. I had a meeting with Vince Gray a year ago, and he told me to take a side. And we didn't take his side, and since then we've been attacked.
But there's something called, I think this FEC rule is dealing with equal time and stuff. Is this a situation where, you know, he's just saying he personally can't run ads on his own during his show without giving Gray equal time?
It wasn't during my show. It's through everybody's time slot. But if they were going to do that, they should have stopped it months ago. It was already at the top. It goes to the top of sales and it comes down.
just so I have this clear, so Adrian Fenty buys a commercial on this station, it's running, and for whatever reason, they decide to fire you because that commercial is running? Is that what you're saying?
I think he's using his voice.
I voiced the commercial. This last commercial.
And TV commercials?
This radio.
Just radio?
This last slide that I did, it touched the city. It really touched the city because I told everyone to stop. They on PGC too. So I told everyone to stop and listen. And it touched a lot of people because evidently they gave a call and told me I was indefinitely suspended.
One other thing to your question, Mr. Conyers, the commercials that she does on Mr. Conyers, he doesn't have something running in his favor. They're against him. So that's not true about equal share. That's not true. The same thing with the commercial that she runs against him and other people who push the bill that she disagrees with, and I agree with her. But the person who's running, he's not getting the same thing on the radio. So that's not good.
Is the mayor trying to weigh in on this?
Well, I would say two things. You good? Okay. One, that I think Tim kind of has it right here that either they're mistaken about what happened, or they have violated Big G's First Amendment rights. Because now if they thought that he made some type of endorsement on the air, which he didn't, well then that would be explain what they did wrong. He's just running commercials which go on all of the shows on KYS and on other radio stations, which obviously is perfectly legitimate to do. He couldn't do it on his show, and he hasn't, because then he would have to give equal time to the other side. So the only other thing is that as Mo said, by some kind of pressure, they're trying to get Big G, through his position at the radio station, to stop on his own free time supporting a political candidate, which of course you just can't do in this country.
So is that a form of discrimination or not?
To be honest with you, if it happened as it appears to happen, it's a violation, in my opinion. It sounds like a lot of people here agree, of his First Amendment rights. When you are not at your job, you can have any opinion you like, and of course, many radio celebrities, TV celebrities, athletes, everything, make endorsements, and that's their right to do. My opponent has some celebrities on his side who've made some endorsement. The bigger thing also is, hopefully, they didn't call KYS and ask for some retribution against Big G, because even though his First Amendment rights are important to me, he represents everything that is great about DC. He grew up in DC. He admittedly went through some times when he made some bad decisions, but he learned from those decisions, and he's as much an entertainment star as we've ever had in this city, being a star of both screen, radio, television. And listen, I believe that someone like this who comes from DC, and who's made such a great success of himself and is a role model to young people, that's the last person you should ever try and tear down, you should ever try and harm. And I really hope that the great campaign and his employers just reverse this quickly, because he is an icon, a role model to so many young people.
Do you believe that the great campaign is behind this, like they allege?
I have the same information you do, and it's my understanding that Big G got word from his supervisors that they had gotten calls from the great campaign. I have the same information you do.
Is that true? I mean, did this Nikki House, she tell you that we're suspending you because we got calls from the gay campaign?
She definitely didn't say that she was suspending me because of that, but if you could do the math, you could look at it. And they are also saying that the other camp of the political side isn't getting the same airtime as the Fenty campaign.